Welcome to Burr Werks. Today's video is a little walk down memory lane for me. I'm reflecting on the shop that my wife and I ran together for almost 15 years. We always liked to call our shop our other child, and sometimes my wife really meant it. It was a hands-on operation from start to finish, and I have to say I sometimes miss the challenges of running the shop, and sometimes I don't.
Welcome to Burr Werks. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment.
Here is the backstory. The business was started in the late 1940s by my grandfather. Then in the early 1960s, my father purchased it. Sadly, he passed away in the 1970s, and the business was passed down to my mother, my brother, my sister, and me. Through the 70s, 80s, and into the early 90s, my mother and brother ran the operation. My brother was 12 years older than I was, so he was really the primary operator of the shop while I worked elsewhere in other manufacturing shops. Even so, I'd come in and work on and off in the business as a punch press operator. And then in the early 90s, my brother passed away. My wife and I purchased the business from his widow and my mother. For 14 years, we ran the shop successfully until we eventually closed the business due to technology impacts and imports from Mexico and China. Our facility was about 11,000 square feet, with a drive-through loading door and a 2-bay loading dock. It wasn't air conditioned, yes, especially in July when it was over 100 degrees, it got warm. It was heated in the winter, so we kept it going year-round. The machine shop side consisted of typical machining equipment, KB band saws, an Inco lathe, an American die filer, a Bridgeport milling machine, an Okamoto surface grinder, along with miscellaneous grinders. That's where we maintain and built stamping dies, punch presses, riveters, and eyelet machines. Later, we purchased a Trump CNC punch and brake press along with the tooling to go with them. On the production side, we ran punch presses, a spot welder, riveters, and eyeletting machines. We also had a vapor degreaser for cleaning oils from the stamped metal products that we produced. When my wife and I took over the business, all machines were hand-fed and quality was wholly dependent on our operators. That meant the scrap rate was well over 20% and it really impacted profits. At the same time, material costs were rising and the number of suppliers was decreasing. So we decided to tackle the quality issues first. I rebuilt or made new stamping dies. Then we worked on automating as much as we could to reduce the scrap and improve repeatability. I also replaced worn out equipment, the surface grinder, several punch presses, riveters, and the eyeletting machines. Once the quality was the best I felt it could be, I turned my attention to the shop operations, quick die exchange, bringing in accounting software, job processing software, and formal operational procedures. After everyone got comfortable with those changes, I introduced inventory tracking and implemented Kanban systems to control both raw material and finished goods inventory and reorders. Finally, we purchased the CNC equipment, which further improved our ability to produce top quality parts just in time for our customers. When we took over, we had about 15 people working, and the average order took around 6 to 8 weeks to produce. By the final years of operation with a lean team of 3 people, our average order time had dropped to a day or two. That turnaround was huge. It showed in the balance sheet, the income statement, and the cash flow statements. the business became a lot more responsive and profitable. Running that shop with my wife, our team, and all the challenges and wins was one of the most meaningful parts of my career. I loved many aspects of it, the hands-on work, the improvements, the team we built. But of course, there were days when I didn't miss it. The heat in the summer, the long hours, the constant pressure to stay competitive in a challenging global landscape, and the impact to my family lifestyle. For anyone out there who runs or has run a shop like this, you know what I mean. It's part grit, part engineering, and part people management. The legacy of my grandfather's founding in the 1940s, the rope line through my father and mother and brother, and then the chapter that my wife and I wrote, it all means something. As I wrap this up, if you enjoyed this kind of story, a shop, a family, a legacy, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you have suggestions for future builds or reflections, feel free to leave a comment below. I always like getting feedback. Thanks for watching. I hope you found today's video both helpful and entertaining. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button for more videos on future projects. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching Burr Werks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and comment. Thanks again.